In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Muhammad Idris, and today we are in the company of a personality that is known to thousands of people like me. He's been a role model, he's been inspiration for people like me. His teaching career, being a professor and a lecturer of English language and literature, spans over a period of around 34 years. He's been author of more than 30 plays and movies for different television channels, including ABT Khyber, PTV, Shamshad TV, K2, the German radio, and also for Radio Pakistan. He's been a hilarious performer, an artist, a teacher, and a multifaceted character, like a personality in our life. It's a pleasure and honor to introduce to all of you the great Sir Ahmad Farid, sir. So welcome to this session.
Thank you very much.
And we are very much grateful to you for sparing your time. I know you've been very much busy with your different natures of activities. You've been serving the society and the community in different modes, and we're grateful for this the time that you have been giving us.
Thank you very much for your kind remarks. Really, I don't deserve them, but since you are a very nice person, so therefore you have overpraised me, or you overestimated me. Really, I don't merit all these words that you have said.
Well, sir,
I'm very grateful and thankful to you.
Right, so everything comes from our head and heart, because many people, I think there are so many people, they would like to know about you. And I want this interview to be a little bit informal, and informal in the sense that we want an access to the head and heart and your very soul, which of course they're going to give us a lot of tips in becoming a better human being, a practical and useful person, and member of the community. First of all, I don't understand what is the secret, or what is the mode or method of maintaining yourself, because from day one that we saw you, you're as spirited, as jolly, as free of tension. How do you manage yourself?
Well, I believe that age should be determined not by physical structure or physical appearance of a person, but by his mind. You see, mindset. You see, mental age.
Right.
Mental. So you see, if you are mentally young,
right,
then you will stay young forever. You see, physical age does not mean anything.
Right.
All is, all depends on your mind, way of thinking, mode of thinking.
Right.
So therefore, I have always thought myself to be a young man, just like you.
As you are.
So, yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Right. So your wonderful career as a teacher, as an English teacher, English lecturer, professor, and then later on being an artist and a writer in the Pashto film industry, especially. We're going to come to that later on like this. What are your activities nowadays?
Nowadays, after my retirement, I keep myself busy translating books.
Right.
So far, I have translated 2 books.
Right.
The 3rd is underway. 4th is now waiting for me.
So
this is how I keep myself busy.
So it's an age of translations and putting your experience to that online. So also. Right, sir. So let's go back to your career like this. How did you start your career as a teacher of English language and literature? Could you please tell us about this? In what conditions and what circumstances?
Well, in the beginning, right from the beginning I was interested in acting.
In acting, right.
Audio in basically audio plays. Those days, only audio, the radio existed.
Right.
In our time there was no TV.
TV was rare like this.
Yes.
Right.
So we started with this audio plays. I would write audio plays, and I would read out my dialogue, and I would also memorize my lines, and I would recite them, say them out. This I started, but later on I realized that I must complete my education first, because acting is such a profession where age is not counted. You can enter the showbiz at any stage of your life. But so far as education is concerned, here you have to complete your education within the specified time. So I gave all my attention to my studies first, and it was after my retirement that I joined this showbiz, with full blare, you can say.
Sir, students like me, and of course every member of the community, that they are a witness to the fact that your mode of teaching, your activities, and the way you were wholly solely involved into your teaching career, it was a little bit different. How did you reconcile to those, like the condition that everybody can feel you are a little bit different, coming to the college on time, investing your full time, never going on leave? It's a sir has already just told me like this, that he has never gone on leave, and that's why he had to retire a year before his specified time of retirement. So how did you manage yourself like this, giving, like, dedicating your full time and mind to this field of education?
I was, right from the beginning, I was keenly interested in acting.
Right, sir.
Radio plays are also acting,
Right.
TV plays are acting, stage plays, they are acting in general sense. Just as Shakespeare has said that the entire world is just like a stage,
right.
and we all, men and women, are actors and actresses,
right.
and we have been assigned various roles.
Right.
We have to perform those roles to the best of our capacity and to the entire satisfaction of the audience.
Right.
So that is what I did. After having decided that I must concentrate on my studies and complete my education first,
Right,
and then join this showbiz. So I said, okay. Okay, God is our director,
Right,
and
right.
God has assigned me the role of a teacher. So let me perform this role to the best of my capacity, so that God may be pleased with me, and He may assign me some other roles.
So at the back of your head, still the artist remained alive,
exactly,
even then you're a teacher like
yes,
this.
Yes, that's
right. And that helped you a lot like this,
yeah.
right? To cope up with different kind of situations in the classrooms,
exactly.
Right. Of course, students like me and others, they would like to know as to what are your suggestions in light of your 34 years of teacher, and mashallah, still you're a teacher. What are your suggestions for the students, particularly who come out of the all-time supervised time of the school, and then they come to the colleges and universities? What suggestions would you like to give them in order to be a better, practical and useful member of the community?
So far as the teacher is concerned, he should take up his teaching work as a plaything. Means that he should explain things to the students in a playful manner.
Right,
you know, let this education be a game.
Right,
most of the students are children.
A playaway method like this.
Yeah, they are interested in games, video games type.
Right. So
let us make it a video game, and you are one, for example, one student should consider himself to be one party, another student, so they should have a healthy competition with each other, like this. So if the students, the teacher...
It needs not be a gruesome process, like all the time, having grave faces and
yes,
all
exactly.
Right.
Yeah. So I have always considered it to be a game.
Right.
So the students should also do the same. They should take it as a recreation type of thing, diversion kind of thing, not a burden or not a something gruesome thing, as you rightly pointed out.
Right.
So if you take it lightly and in a playful manner, then everything would be all right.
Let me go back.
Right. Your teacher will enjoy teaching, students will enjoy attending their classes and attending the lectures.
Right. Sir, you have been a part of two different worlds. First was the world of Shakespeare, of Milton, Ben Jonson, Chaucer, Spencer, and all those, like a totally different world of novel, English drama. And then it comes the transition through to a totally different world of Pashto plays and Pakistani film industries with a totally different, if we can safely call them values, with different values. How did you find this transition from this world to the other world?
Actually, as I said earlier, so I have always considered myself to be an actor. So far as I was a teacher, I consider myself a teacher in a drama.
Right.
Life being a drama,
right.
So I consider myself as a teacher who had been assigned the role of a teacher.
Right.
So I performed that.
Right.
When it ultimately came to an end, and I switched over to the showbiz world. So when I joined the actual, drama world, world of this glitzy type of world.
Right.
So I didn't find much difference, because there I said, okay, now I have been assigned a different role. Let me perform the roles which are now being assigned to me in the best possible manner.
Right.
So
right,
I did that.
Right.
Really.
Sir.
So
Right.
I have always considered this teaching also
Right,
to be
sir.
a game. Number one, game. Number two, I am a player in that game. Let me prove to be the best player,
Right.
and to surpass all others,
Right, sir.
and to outwit all other my opponents.
Right, right.
So game that.
So your emotional attachment with this
Yeah.
art and all, it has proven to be a key to like different things like this.
Exactly,
It made
exactly.
teaching easier for you. It made this transition easier for you.
Yeah,
Like, even
yeah,
facing
yeah,
difficulties.
that's right.
And
That's
ladies and gentlemen, during the course of this interview, we'll try to include certain clips and bits and pieces of the wonderful art of Sir Ahmad Farid from time to time like this. Sir, we have seen, like I watched a number of your plays. We watched you even as a mother-in-law. You played the role of a mother-in-law, female, different female characters. You played as a musician, the role of a musician. You played the role of a father-in-law, like this. Any character that, first of all, we would like to ask about two characters. Number one, if you found a certain character, certain roles challenging, that you found it a little bit difficult to move yourself into. And then another one, that you wish you want to perform a certain role like this.
Well, for me, the most difficult role is a serious role.
Right.
A tragic role, serious role. Because there you have to be...
You feel comfortable while doing comic characters like that.
But so far as comic roles are concerned, there you have got a wide field,
Right.
and free hand.
Yes, of course.
There, even if you make a mistake, it doesn't
that
matter.
becomes a-
People will laugh, and
Of course.
because your purpose as a comedian is to make the audience laugh, to
Of course.
provoke
Of
laughter among your audience.
Of course.
So, while performing a comic role, I feel personally, very comfortable.
Right. Sir.
But so far as tragic roles are concerned, to me, it may not be true in case of other actors, but so far as I am concerned, I consider tragic roles to be more difficult than comic roles.
Right, sir. So
Because
have you performed any tragic or serious character?
Yes, I have performed
Okay.
a tragic role, and the title of that play is Daughter.
Daughter. Right.
Actually, daughter is short term, but actually the full title of that play is Daughter-in-Law.
Sorry to interrupt you. There's another play of yours also. That is Mother.
Mother.
Baba
One
Jani,
was
you played the role of
daughter,
Baba
the other was
Jani.
mother.
Yeah.
In Mother, that mother has played a very important,
Right.
because you see, the child does not obey
Right.
his mother.
Yeah,
So
of course.
so
The parents have been rude to them.
Yes,
That's why.
yes, exactly.
Okay, right.
There she has played a very important role, the mother.
Then a kind
And the
figure
child
like you
also,
steps
yes,
in and
yes.
then he.
Yes, yes,
Right,
yes,
right,
yes.
right, sir.
Yes.
Right, sir.
So it was a serious role
yeah.
where I performed that. So it was a bit difficult for me,
sir.
but anyway, I don't know
And
how.
then the other part of my question was that, like, which character you dream of, you wish to perform like? Yeah, you have not so far performed like this.
Well,
You have any role in your mind?
You know, strange thing is that no one has so far assigned me the role of a villain.
Villain?
And I want to perform the role of a villain.
Right,
You see,
right,
that
right.
is my greatest desire. But it has not so far been.
Any
fulfilled.
specific reason for that?
Well, specific reason is that I want to perform all types of roles,
Right.
and which I have indeed performed all types of roles except villains role.
Right.
They haven't assigned me a villain's role. Maybe the reason that I am physically not fit for the role of a villain,
Right.
because villains are very well built and
Towering,
strong
dominant personality,
and dominant,
like a gruesome face all
yeah.
over.
So far as comedy is concerned, they all think that he's a comic type of person by facial expressions and appearance and all.
Right.
So they have mostly assigned me comic roles,
Right.
not villains roles.
Right, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, there is more to come from our living legend, Mr. Ahmad Farid, and hopefully you're not going to move away from your TV sets. We're going to come back right after a short break. Thank you very much.